You are listening to the Marketing and Yoga Pants podcast, a podcast in sisterhood for female entrepreneurs that serves up savvy, actionable marketing advice and interviews with creative business owners who are in the trenches, building their businesses as we speak. The Marketing and Yoga Pants community is for you, the girl on her couch, in her yoga pants, top knot tight, hunched over her MacBook, trying her hardest to get the word out about her business. So in the name of supporting each other while supporting ourselves, bringing community, sound marketing advice, coffee, chocolate, and wine together for you, yoga pants wearing business owner, in a world where followers mean nothing, but paying customers mean the world, join us on this week's podcast episode and in our private Facebook group where you'll meet your soul sisters and build your business in yoga pants. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Marketing and Yoga Pants podcast. I'm Britt Colo, and I'm here today with Nina. She is the founder of Baby Chick and the founder of Bassett Baby Planning. Thank you so much for joining me today, Nina.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Brittany. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. Me too. So let me give the listeners and watchers a little background story of how we connected. This is actually the very first time I've ever spoken to Nina or talked to her online or anything. So yeah, backstory is I reached out to Nina a few weeks ago asking her to be on the podcast because I had bought her one of her tank tops off of her online store at Baby Chick. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of see the tank top here. It's like, I was just telling Nina, when I found this tank top, I have to say, no one knows me better than this tank top. When I found out, I'm like, I have to have this. It's a gray tank top, and it says, just in a perfect list, coffee, top knot, yoga pants, chocolate, and wine. And oh my gosh, when I found it, I'm like, yes, put that in the cart. Give that to me right now. When I got to my house, I opened it up. It was packaged in this pretty pink paper. And oh my goodness, I put it on right away. I love it. And if you've been on the Marketing and Yoga Pants podcast website, you've seen it all over my branding. It's in a bunch of my photos that my dear friend Seneca took for the brand, and because that's I think we all can relate to that at some point, especially if we're tuning into Marketing and Yoga Pants. I mean, we kind of got all of that stuff going on: the coffee, the yoga pants, the top knot, all of it. So yeah, so I bought the tank top. I wear it everywhere, basically. And then I reached out to Nina and I said, hey, I not only love the tank top, but I love what you're doing on your online store, your blog. And now I'm finding out an entire other business that I didn't even know that you owned. So that's amazing too. I love what you're doing with that. And so I'm so pumped to get to chat with you today, get to know you a little bit better, and get some insight into your businesses, what makes it all tick. So you ready to jump in?
Yeah, I am. Let's go.
Okay, let's do this. So first of all, Nina, tell me about how you earn your living right now.
Okay, so just like you mentioned, I own two different companies. So one is Baby Chick. So that's an online platform. It's social media, a blog, and we're a resource site for all things motherhood. So we talk about everything pregnancy, birth, postpartum, parenting, motherhood as a whole. And we work with some great brands and talk about their products or their services. So that's how I make my living, is by working with different brands and promoting the things that I really do love and have tried out. And then also the shop. We have our shop as well. So I have that. That's my online business. And then my other business that I have is Bassett Baby Planning. I started that a little over 6 years ago as a baby planner. I'm also a birth doula, postpartum doula, massage therapist, childbirth educator, newborn care educator, infant massage instructor, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I don't do the services anymore because I have been now managing everything and running the business. And now I have this team of incredible women who are doulas and lactation consultants and massage therapists and childbirth educators and et cetera. So we offer that support to women here in the Houston area and support them during their pregnancy, at their births, and immediate postpartum. And that's why I was like, well, I can only help a certain group of people here in Houston. I might as well start something online where I can share these resources and this information that I have that I've learned over the past, several years, and share it with the world. And so that's what we've done with Baby Chick. And yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So that's how I make my two livings, is by offering those services here at Bassett Baby Planning, and then also working with some incredible brands and giving some great tips and information to moms online.
Okay, so what I love about this the most is that you had your brick and mortar, right? First, that came first with Bassett Baby Planning. And then you took it a step further and you created this complementary but separate brand at Baby Chick. And that's online marketing to the nth degree. I mean, that is brilliant, because here's the thing. I found your tank top from a Pinterest pin. I'm not a mom.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't regularly have found your stuff. Like I have no reason to really get into what you're doing because I don't need it yet. Right. Yeah. But I found the tank top. And again, this is a whole other thing. It's not that you necessarily have to have a bunch of different offerings. I'm sure that I can't wait to dive into how this all came about. But what a great example of different ways that you can reach different people. And now I have you on my podcast talking to female entrepreneurs. So it's just, wow, it's just amazing. I love the world we live in. That's so exciting. So being that the entire, let's call it the motherhood industry is where you're at with both of your businesses. Tell me the story of how you came to do this with your life.
Yeah. So I think what shocks people the most is that I don't have any kids yet.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
I completely fell into this on accident. I was working right out of college doing sales, and, I hated where I was working and was not feeling fulfilled and not feeling like this is my purpose in life. Mm-hmm. And so in my sales department, there was another girl, and she had just announced that she was pregnant. And I would watch her every day, making sure that she was eating right. She would go every day to prenatal yoga. I was in the room when she had the doctor and her husband on speakerphone, and they announced it's a boy. And I just watched this whole process of her planning the nursery and what she needs on her registry. And I was kind of just completely intrigued by it all. And I thought, wow, look at this woman working a full-time job, preparing for a baby, and just kicking butt. And I want to learn more about this. So I quit my job and started working for a mom and baby boutique, and was learning more about, all the products and stuff. And what I quickly realized is that, especially first-time moms, they have no idea what they're doing. They have no clue. They're like, cool, I'm pregnant. Help me. I don't know where to start. So I was like, you know what? There really needs to be a place or a phone number that these women can call and go to and talk to someone to give them the information of what they need to be doing, and just a checklist, and just help them and support them throughout this whole process, because it can be really exciting but extremely overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, I guess it's kind of like a wedding planner when you're planning for your wedding, but a baby planner planning for your baby.
Oh my gosh.